That's better. Hi, everybody. I'm Machampions Digivolved here. And today, doing something a little different. I want to talk about TCG. That's card games in general. And I want to talk about how things are kind of changing and evolving in the markets. And yeah, perfect. Okay. So the markets are kind of different. The markets are kind of up and down right now, and it's kind of interesting because, well, it's just strange. Hi, Het. Welcome back. So the markets have been, oof. Emmy, hello, hello. Welcome each and every one of you to the Machampion stream. We're going to have a Machampion of a podcast today, I think. I'm kind of reeling off the large pack opening that we did last night. So I'm kind of doing something a little bit differently today. It's just going to buy me some time to get some more stock in. Okay. So, this right here, I've shown this website a few times on my streams and in some other things, and have referenced this website specifically a lot. And this website is Card Maven. Card Maven is basically my go-to for anything and everything related to pricing of individual cards and individual card sets. So right here, we're at the Pokemon set symbol. They just updated the website recently to include battle styles. Okay, there's battle styles right there, which is great. It also gives me an idea of what the value is to each and every Pokemon card I pull when I'm opening cards. But the nice thing is it also gives you a look at what is in each set. So as you can see, this is battle styles, and in the battle styles set, there's a number of different cards. It's a very large set list. There is a total of 183 new cards in this set. So that's quite interesting. I mean, they're coming off some of the other sets like Shining Fates and Vivid Voltage, Champion's Path, Darkness Ablaze. Okay? Vivid Voltage has a set list of, well, even larger one, 203. I mean, it's insane. The pull lists and everything else. Yep, you can use eBay. eBay gives me a sense on what the average starting price is and how popular the cards are to be sold if you're going to resell. So I'll use eBay for that. TCG Player is another one. People kind of list the cards. It's kind of for the going rate of what the cards are. What Maven does is they comprise a list of all the sales from like eBay and a number of other websites. So let's go down here to the card that I've been chasing like crazy. Where is it? Where are you? There's my boy. You click on the card, and there it is. So the prices are ranging from anywhere from $85.99 to $331. This is all U.S. dollars. The estimated market value is $118.07. Now, Maven, you can also list your cards for sale. So currently this Tyranitar is listed for sale at $180. But it also shows you what they've sold at. So they've sold at like $92, $125, $115, okay? Which is actually down from what they were selling at a couple weeks ago. These cards were selling for $180. So this is the point I'm trying to make of this stream, is that there is a end goal in sight. The prices and values of the cards are currently going in the opposite direction. So prices and everything are going down. That's a positive thing for anybody who's collecting, who is kind of somebody that wants to buy card packs and things of that nature. But the prices are going down. This bubble is eventually getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Now, you're not really finding that with, say, booster packs and things like that, because it's still got a lot of hype. Everybody thinks that they're going to get rich off a booster box, or, you know, if they buy up their local Walmart or Target or whatever the case may be, you know, they're going to hit a card they're going to retire on. Well, chances are that's not going to happen. Currently, the price of a Tyranitar is going for less than a booster box. So a 1 in 800 card pack chance of pulling this card is actually being resold currently for less than a booster box. After the bubble, you're going to see that card packs and card prices they're going to drop, and they're going to drop significantly, because what's happening right now is the market is getting flooded. PSA did their thing where they shut down for an extended period of time. They're not taking submissions until July. And that's because they need to catch up on their backlog of the ever-growing amount of cards that were submitted to them relatively recently, and due to unforeseen circumstances that might have been altered by a few very influential people. Which is fine. I saw an influx in a collectible and in a card game that I haven't seen in years. Which is absolutely amazing. It really is. I think that it made the card game and everything else just kind of explode. But what's happening now is that, well, PSA is starting to return. And they're starting to send cards back, and people are starting to pull the cards that are chase cards. And what's happening is the market is getting flooded. So you can flood the market, and what's going to happen is people like me, I'm going to buy up crap tons of cards. I'm going to buy up singles. And my focus is going to shift from booster packs to singles very soon. And I don't think that there's going to be another big bubble like this unless somebody pulls another stunt. And I do feel like somebody's going to pull another stunt very, very soon. I mean, in the past couple months, I've been seeing too many YouTube videos to count of, I'm opening a $6,000 booster box, or I'm opening, or I spent $200,000 on a first edition Charizard. Well, right now, that $200,000 Charizard is worth about half of that. The prices just aren't there. Now, you can see, and I could show you that, because if I go down, this has got, by the way, this website has every single set. All of them. Even the ones from McDonald's, everything. Top Sun, the original Pokemon cards. The Top Sun 1996 are the originals, but there's base set right there. Now, base set, here's Charizard right here. If he can get his hands on them again, which I think is going to be extraordinarily difficult, yeah, it'll happen again. But as of right now, I think it's starting to kind of fall off. Because, as you can see, just right here, there's an ungraded Charizard sold for $200. Okay? Here's another one sold for, or is somebody's trying to sell for $300. First edition Shadow, this is a proxy. This is a fake. Yes, he does. I'm not sure. I know a lot of them went to auction and stuff like that, so I'm not sure what he's got left in his possession. If he did it, and what I would do in his situation is I would hold on to them. Those are going to be $1 million booster boxes, in the future. Here's a 99 grade 6 CGC. It's sold for $389. Heavily played sold for $122. A PSA 8 sold for $730 unlimited. I mean, those cards aren't going for hundreds of thousands of dollars anymore. They're not. Because, well, let's face it, nobody has hundreds of thousands of dollars right now unless you're, famous or whatever. It's really hard to come by. I mean, like this one sold 21 hours ago. A PSA 8, base set 1, unlimited Charizard. PSA 8 at $685. They're not selling for what they were. They're really not. CGC 8, $630. CGC 8, $630. Shadowless. Right there. Shadowless. Going for $417. I mean, I'm not seeing the prices holding. Like $197 for a light play, medium play, moderate play. Yeah. PSA 9. Okay. 9. That's a really good. $1,700. This card was like $4,000 2 months ago at PSA 9. The numbers are going in the other direction, which is great. I mean, a Shadowless 6, $987. I mean, these are all within the past week. First edition Shadowless, PSA 1. It's going to burst by the... You're right. It's going to burst by the time Chilling Reign comes out because nobody's going to have any money to buy booster boxes because of all the insane amount of... The insane amount of just nonsense. But like that's a first edition Shadowless. Like you're looking at 10,000 at most. Who's spending $200,000 on a Charizard? It's insanity. It's crazy. It's when Chilling Reign comes out, I foresee the burst happening. I really do. And we'll be back to the days of, Crimson Invasion being at most $100 a box, not $180. It's insane that Crimson Invasion, of all the sets that could be worth anything, is going for an insane amount of money. I mean, that's crazy to me. It really is. And with that, like, we're PSA 7s and ungraded Charizards and things like that. I mean, we're looking at cards that are... They were a couple months worth a lot, but the market is being saturated. Years from now, Sword and Shield will be worth a good amount. Like that Tyranitar, I mean, it'll be a few $100 card. At a good grade, authenticated. And the other thing that's really hurting the market is this word right here. These words. Proxy card. Proxy card. You want to know what they do? They're buying proxy cards. They're selling them on eBay as they're real. This is where the faking comes in and the illegitimacy of TCG. Just right there. Right there. I mean, I'm not looking forward to that because honestly, like and I know I've mentioned it in a previous stream, I'm at the point where I'm not buying anything that's not PSA anymore. I don't want to run that risk because it's such a headache to have to deal with it coming in, finding out it's fake, having to go through eBay or PayPal or whoever, and then what I have to do is ship it back to them. 9 times out of 10, eBay never refunds me my shipping cost to ship it back to them. So I'm right there, I'm losing money on a fake card. So I mean, I'm searching, and personally, most cards need to be PSA. They need to be graded because when they come in PSA, now you run into the other risk of the PSA labels and stuff like that being faked as well. People are getting really smart, and it's become a bit of a racket, and really, really, really discouraging that, there are a lot of fakes, and even some of these PSA cards could be faked. And that's a good policy to have, and not searching out or buying cards that are too far away. Unfortunately, I mean, I can't find, Pokemon cards in general that are even in my area. Card stores have kind of gone with the wind, so to speak, in recent times in my local area. There's not really many card shops or specialty shops that focus on things like that. So it makes it a little more difficult to try and, absolutely physically see the card. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm watching YouTube videos and stuff from like a month or 2 months ago, and I bought a $200,000 Charizard. Well, congratulations, you will never see $200,000 again. You will at best return $10,000, $20,000 of that. And even at a PSA 10, I think you'll only get half of that back at this moment. I mean, the prices and everything are starting to stabilize and back to where they're supposed to be. But unfortunately, what's happening is there's so many fakes and stuff that a lot of people aren't even really getting into it. They're really not. And especially when it comes to like the buying of singles. And you'll see, like, I can run up, PSA 1 Charizard, right? Right here on eBay. And there's a PSA 1 Shadowless, and they're asking for $1,600. I mean, here's a base set PSA 1. They're asking that. That's not going to sell. This first edition Shadowless is going for $70,000. Okay, it's out of PSA 9. A PSA 10 would only be $100,000. You spent $230,000 on a PSA 10 Shadowless first edition Charizard, and you lost half your investment. Like here, somebody bid on a proxy at $150. Who's buying a proxy? The people who are buying proxies are faking PSA labels and things like that, and then turning around and reselling them and making the markets really messy. And when the market is messy, the price of the cards aren't really where they're supposed to be, which sucks. I mean, that really sucks. But I mean, look at this. Proxy, $510. Please, somebody tell me. Somebody, if anybody's got some insight on this, why? Why is there a $510 fake First edition Shadowless Charizard on eBay right now. There is still 6 hours left. That makes 0 sense. What I suggest doing is when you're on things like eBay, you look at the seller, okay? So this place right here, PWCC Auctions, I've seen them a number of times, and very reputable company. Top rated. Very reputable. Chances are they're not going to sell you a fake. This first edition Shadowless 8 PSA 8 is going right now for $14,000. Is it going to go for much higher than that? 20 at most. I mean, it's not gonna go for all that much. It really isn't. And I hate to say it, but you know, the bubble's bursting. We're on our way out of it finally. Like, here's a PSA 10 first edition Blaine's Charizard right here. $690. I mean, that's a very good price. That is a price you would have got that card for last year. Before the bubble. A year ago, 2 years ago. You know, thick stamp PSA 7 first edition base set. $7,100. So that's kind of the big thing that I do wanted to talk about today in this kind of podcast is, well, where is the market going? Because you're still seeing like a Battle Styles booster box right here. All right, $125. That's not bad. Not bad at all. That's a decent price. They're sold on the Pokemon Center for $143. So good price. Very good price. That is an exceptional price. Do I trust that this is legitimate? Nope. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. I mean, okay, Portuguese set, $83. Not bad. Not bad. Pre-order your Wave 2 on eBay. That sounds like a terrible idea. I don't like that idea. We go right here. This one's currently sitting at $26 for a booster box. Okay. This one's $144. Okay. That's still not a bad price. That is the retail price for the box. That's nice to see, but then you see this. Then you see stuff like this. $175. No. Not happening. You know, you see, let's see, about a little more than $100 a piece, $140 or something like that. It is a thing, unfortunately. It is a thing, and it's a good way to get scammed, to be honest. Because when you buy from eBay, you know, generally it needs to be in hand. So like $184 for a Battle Styles booster box. I'm going to pass on that too. I'm not spending that. I have no desire. $194 Battle Styles sealed booster box. Not spending that either. That's insanity. Now here's a good price. Het. There you go. Don't do it, though. And the reason I'm saying it is, all right, let's actually look at this listing. There you go. That's why don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. If they don't have any sort of selling or buying or anything, don't do it. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Do not do it. That's an insane price too. Yeah. Yeah, you're probably getting a fake booster box at that point. That's not a bad price for a case. But do I trust that with that being open? No. Not at all. Cases don't look like that. That is a red flag for me right there. So it's not happening. You got to be careful. Do not throw your money away. Like, don't. Because that's essentially what you'll be doing, is throwing your money away. I learned my lesson. I don't buy booster boxes on eBay, ever. And it's really hard to even buy singles. So, like, let's see, like, Tyranitar alternate arts. Okay, $137.99. $86, 100, 119. Sure, they're about where they're supposed to be. That, no. Not happening. That's still too much money. I'd spend that, not that. And try to avoid these if you guys can. These fat pack card things. I've done them in the past, and what you get in return is nowhere near what you're going to spend on them. The chances of getting this card are astronomically low. Really low. So a fat pack is basically a repack. It's where somebody takes their collection or whatever, drops a whole bunch of bulk in it, and then puts in some sort of rare reverse hollow card, and then sends it off to you, and you spent $14 on a 30-cent card pack. I've done it in the past, and the return I would get from the cards that I got was nowhere near what I spent. Nowhere near. It's all a gamble, and chances are that card is not in any of those. So be careful of those, the repacks and things like that. Yeah. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Because the chances of getting the actual card are insane. Insane. It really is. It's really insane. But always buy from a reputable seller. If they have videos or things like that that are connected to it, you're better off. If there's not any of that stuff, well, I would take care in buying. I really would. And then you have to really know what you're looking for when the card comes in. Any of the singles that I bought, I take the cards out of the sleeves. I make sure that the texture is there. I check the back of the card, make sure that the swirls and stuff, and where it says Pokemon up in that like kind of top right hand corner, of the Pokeball, is there, and it looks, the coloring is right. I check it to a real card and make sure that the what's said on it matches up identically. That there's no typos or anything else, because chances are you catch a typo, it's a fake card. And not chances are, it is 100% a fake card. So you got to be careful. And this is the thing that, there are fakes out there. There are people that think it is a good idea to sell fake cards. And what really is happening is they're, for one, breaking the law. At least in the United States. Fake cards are illegal. It's copyright infringement. It's false advertisement. It's a number of different things. Like, they are illegal to produce. you can get yourself into a lot of trouble. Okay, that's the other thing that I've been currently interested in. Now, Ghosts from the Past is the newest Yu-Gi-Oh set that came out, okay? Let's go home. And I'm looking up Yu-Gi-Oh here on Maven. They do Yu-Gi-Oh, they do sports cards, they do a number of things. Now, you can list your card number. They go off card number for these. They don't go from sets because there's so many. So, Ghosts from the Past. Okay? The mini boxes, $139. Okay, so if you could buy one for the $20, the €15, what you're getting is a mini pack. So one of these tiny boxes, it contains 3 card packs. Okay? That's all it contains. The boxes themselves contain 5 of these mini packs. So it's a total of 15 card packs in this box. I purchased 3 boxes. And the reason being is I'll show you guys. I will show you why. But we will run into it. So the reason is this. It is a special set. It is. It's kind of one of their special sets. Consider this equivalent to Shining Fates. This is a box that has a number of different Ghost Rares. And Ghost Rares are the cards that everybody chases. Ghost Rares they're just so cool. And it's kind of like a shiny Pokemon. You know, everybody wanted shiny VMAX Charizard, right? Well, everybody's searching for Ghost Rares. And this is a Ghost Rare. As you can see, you could barely see it. It's just this whole holographic card that you could barely see the Dark Magician there. But this card, as you could see the price tag on it. If you can get your hands on these sets, I would suggest getting your hands on these sets. I really would. I really, really would. The Ghost Rares are going for an extreme amount of money. So, we're looking up specifically Ghost Rares. So there's the Dark Magician there. I mean, for the most part, the rest of the set, it's lackluster prices, as you can see. You know, $3, $2, you know, typical Yu-Gi-Oh prices. So you got Blackluster Soldier here. It's going for $300. Oh, no, there's 3 or 4 Ghost Rares in this set. It's only a 45 card set. There is 45 cards to this set. But like this Blackluster Soldier, I would be surprised if it goes for just the 300. It's probably going to go for more. Chances are it's going to wind up hitting almost $600 at the end of the day, before it sells in a day and 5 hours. You know, this Dark Magician's going to sell. Yeah. The Ghost Rares are the chase card. I've chased them a few times on the channel with the Rage of Ra booster packs, boxes that I had purchased because I wanted the Ghost Rare Winged Dragon of Ra. So, like, they're not going for a whole lot of money. I will say that. But, I mean, they can, as you can see, like 200 and something dollars. So, they're valuable cards. They're not the easiest to pull. So Ghost from the Past is where I'm currently setting a lot of my focus on. Like I said, I ordered 3 on yesterday. Yesterday I ordered 3 boxes, and those 3 boxes will be here this week. This is gonna probably be one of those bigger box breaks because of what the contents of the packs can hold. If I pull a Ghost Rare, it's equivalent to pulling, the shiny VMAX Charizard. 3 boxes is 45 packs. Each box contains 5 mini boxes, which each contain 3 packs of cards. So it's really not a lot of cards if you think about it. Not a lot of booster packs, but the pull rates for the Ghost Rares are, from what I heard, is roughly like you got like not 1 Ghost Rare in every box, but it's a little less than 1 per box. They didn't quite track and do the greatest job with figuring out where the Ghost Rares landed. So you can pull a booster box with 0 Ghost Rares, or you can have 2 Ghost Rares in 1 booster box. Yeah, one of the boxes. But this is where my head's at. My direction has gone Yu-Gi-Oh! While this bubble is currently in effect, just because the bubble has made it so difficult. Kind of. So 1 box is 15 booster packs. So 15 packs of cards per box. So it's you're right, it's kind of similar to an ETB, but the way they see it, it's more like the ETB is similar to one of the mini boxes. So just the 3 packs of cards. They do these little special sets. They did the gold rares, the Millennium Gold sets, like late last year or something like that, which had a number of different chase cards. So again, I would never buy any of this stuff on eBay. I just not happening. I go to the normal card shops, websites that I order from all the time. Reputable, fast delivery, good prices, very competitive, and they've been a joy to work with. And I source some things from some sellers on like Facebook and stuff like that. I shouted one out in last night's stream, where I sourced the Battle Styles boxes that I was opening. So that was cool. But yeah, I mean, that's my direction is going towards Yu-Gi-Oh! Until the bubble bursts. And the bubble's going to burst. So I'm thinking right around Chilling Reign, the bubble's going to go bye-bye. The bubble will be over. Nobody's going to be buying booster boxes and buying up all of the stock at the local, big box stores going forward after that. Here's the other thing I wanted to talk about. This is Chilling Reign. Chilling Reign. What are we looking for in Chilling Reign? So this is essentially Matchless Fighters, which is going to be what Chilling Reign is, along with at least the Japanese versions is going to be Jet Black and Jet Black Geist, and Silverlance. Both of which we're going to open on this channel. They release in 5 days. 5 days they're going to release. So I'm looking forward to that. 5 days they release, and then probably another 5 or 7 days after that, I will get my order in. I'm excited about. Now, what are we looking for, right? What should we be trying to find? Now, I'm going to say legendary birds. 100% legendary birds. Specifically, the alternative art legendary birds. The alternative art Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres, all in their Galarian forms. Gonna be chase cards, no doubt. No doubt. They're gonna be cards that hold their value. I know I've said in the stream in the past, popular characters and legendaries. Popular characters and legendaries. Tyranitar, Dragonite, Charizard, Pikachu. Popular characters and then all of the legendaries tend to hold their value. I've seen just the what they're going to look like. I think they're just the original, I think the VMAX maybe. But my favorite card of the set is Zapdos right here. This is my favorite, hands down. Oh, and the Moltres. I will say the Moltres. The more I look at the Zapdos, it just reminds me of the Roadrunner. But this is absolutely, definitely hit the second. It was my original favorite, but I'm becoming more partial to the Zapdos. I'm not even really interested in the Articuno. I'll be happy to pull it. Don't get me wrong, but wouldn't be my first choice. The Galarian Slowbro or Slowking and the alternative art Blaziken. I think the art style in it is what's putting me off. I'm not exactly thrilled about it. And as far as trainer supporter cards, these two, probably this one, unfortunately, will be the other chase card. I would say it would be a toss-up between these two being chase cards as well. Not for me, but just where the prices are going to lie. And then you got Shiny Snorlax, which, I mean, come on. Shiny Snorlax? You kidding me? It's awesome. But I think that's where the chase cards... This is just the Matchless Fighters piece. But here is the Chilling Reign set list. Going to be about 190 cards before Secret Rares. That's a lot of cards. It's a lot of cards. But, I mean, you're going to find, 242 roughly cards in the set. But I was saying that it's going to be very similar to something along the lines of Legendary Heartbeat and things like that. That's going to be very Legendary heavy. I mean, just from the look of it, you got our meta here, Beedrill. Beedrill is the meta. All hail Beedrill. But I can't say it with a straight face. But, like, you got the Tapus here. So, Tapu Fini. Okay. You're going to have Urshifus, Calyrex, Ice Rider, and then the other one. I don't know. Psychic Rider, Dark Rider, or whatever. You got Zorora V card. You got Thundurus. You got the Articuno, the legendary birds. I mean, we got the Shadow Rider Calyrex. Yeah, Ice and Ghost Rider, you got it. Who else? Where are the other ones? Let's see. There were plenty. You got the other Urshifu. You're gonna have a VMAX Metagross, which is gonna be really cool. What else? They're going to pull back Lillipup, Herdier, and Stoutland again. I can't wait for that. Tornadus is going to have a VMAX. A V and a VMAX. Volcanion V is going to be in as well. Let's see. I mean, it's just going to be an insane set. It really is. It's gonna feature a lot of legendaries. And then, I mean, you got Dracozolt, Blaziken just alone. You're pulling in a starter, one of the more popular ones. You got a Celebi V. Celebi is going to be in it as well. Yeah, it's going to be insane. I mean, all these new VMAXs here. You got Metagross, you got Slowking, Sandaconda. You got Shadow Rider and Ice Rider Calyrexes. You got Dracozolt, Blaziken, and Celebi VMAX, which I believe has not been released yet. Yeah. I don't think they showed what it's going to look like yet, but I mean, you got this Celebi V. Are you kidding me? That's going to be crazy. That is a beautiful card. That is gorgeous. I mean, you got Ice Rider Calyrex here with the VMAX form. Shadow Rider here with the VMAX. You got the birds. You got the Slowking. I mean, it's looking like a good set. It really is. I mean, a lot of useful Pokemon cards. Yeah. The alternative arts are going to be insane. So, I mean, just in those. That's crazy. I'm not going to lie. I kind of like that, but I don't like Sandaconda just in general. I don't know. It's a ground type Ekans. That's all I see. But I can't click on Shadow Rider or Ice Rider Calyrex. But I mean, you got that's another one, just an absolutely amazing card. I mean, look at all the eyes in the background. Going to be the chase cards 100%. I mean, you got Zapdos running like the Roadrunner up a mountain. This one, don't get me wrong, like, it is cool. You got a little Rufflet watching Galarian Articuno do its thing. A little Chinchou down here. He's in his little Mewtwo bubble thing. But the artwork on, like, this, I don't like it. I don't. It's a cool card. I don't like it. I mean, you got like Sobble, Drizzle, and Inteleon, and then you got Zangoose that's just kind of passed out over there in the corner. And then this one too. I don't exactly like the art style. I'm getting too many like Alice in Wonderland vibes from Battle Styles and now Chilling Reign. Too much Alice in Wonderland. But there's going to be a bunch of very useful cards for those who play competitively. Lots of very useful cards. So there's the Calyrex VMAX, the regular art one. There's the Shadow Rider version. Which essentially, isn't this like Galarian Rapidash? Like, Isn't it something along the lines of like it's similar to how like Slowpoke evolves into Slowbro? Calyrex fuses with a Rapidash and it becomes this. I mean, there's the Sandaconda VMAX, which is crazy. That is a crazy card. Do I think it's going to be a chase card? Nah. Not even in the least. I think it's going to be a useful playing card. I mean, we got Galarian Slowking VMAX. Hi, Danny. Welcome. How are you doing? It does look kind of cool. The VMAX Sandacobra, or whatever, is really cool. But I don't foresee it being a chase card. Metagross VMAX, though, however. Metagross, very, very popular. The reason being is Steven, the champion Steven, had a Metagross. Made Metagross extraordinarily popular. But there's VMAX Metagross. That's going to be cool. Blissey's going to have a V card as well, which is crazy, the bulky tank of a Blissey. I mean, Lycanrock's coming back. I mean, that's some really cool artwork. And we got Gallade. So there's going to be some really cool cards. A lot of them are going to be extraordinarily useful. I know, right? 1,000 HP. I mean, new energy. So spiral energies you can attach to a Rapid Strike Pokemon. This one's really cool because it provides every type of energy, but provides only one energy at a time. So that's, like, really cool. Yeah, gonna be really cool. I mean, Zorora V. I thought this one was a really cool Pokemon when they brought this one out. I thought he was extraordinarily cool. I like the design. I really do. I like the design. I mean, you got the new Single Strike, Rapid Strike, Urshifus, which is cool. I mean, they're coming back with Rillaboom and Cinderace, which is great. You can't go wrong with a starter. You got a Liepard V. That's going to be pretty cool. Liepard's one of those Pokemon that don't get a whole lot of love. And our boy, he's another meta. Abomasnow. This just reminds me of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure right there. But that's Brawly. He's going to be there. So that's cool. So the chase supporter cards are going to be Clara and Karen's Conviction. These two. And I mean, I don't even really need to say why. And it's just, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But I mean, very cool cards coming out. I can't wait to open up the boxes that I ordered, pre-ordered, actually. So it's gonna be a lot of fun when those come in. I'm excited to see what I can get. And then I'm still looking. I'm still waiting for Chilling Reign to be pre-order on the card sites that I use and that I spend all of my money at. But they haven't released the pre-orders yet on those sites. Which is fine. Eventually they will. We're podcasting. We're talking about, we talked about the TCG bubble. We're talking about what to expect out of Chilling Reign and when that drops. What sort of cards and stuff that I'm going to be focusing on picking up myself. Things like that. But we did some searching on Card Maven. I mean, Rebel Clash, Battle Styles, and pre-order a Chilling Reign ETB. Rebel Clash ETB it is what it is. The Battle Styles ETBs I found to be lackluster. There's 8 cards in those packs, or those boxes, and with no promos. And then Chilling Reign, I think they're going to be, if I recall, they're going to be 8-pack boxes with, again, no promo to them. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of the sort of stuff that I'm looking for myself. I mean, everything's kind of taken a dive as far as resale value, which the other thing I could say is keep your stuff sealed then. That's another option. You know, it holds its value better when it's sealed. Yeah, those are a little harder to come by internationally. They're selling them like hotcakes in the States. Let's see. I think the going rate on the Shining Fates ETBs dropped again to about $80, but Champion's Path has been staying strong at about $92 US. Oh, I ordered 2 of those. I've got 2 of those in my possession. Ooh, that stinks. The collector's set for the Zacian Zamazenta, the Sword and Shield set, had a bunch of packs in it, but I mean, outside of the gold promos, I haven't found really anything worth it in there. A bunch of Sword and Shield base, some Rebel Clash, some Darkness Ablaze, and I think some Vivid Voltage. I haven't really looked them up in a while. Those go for about I think they still go for about 150. Ultra Premium Collection. About 195, 159 for the sealed boxes. What they're kind of being resold for. Which is fine. I mean, it's not terrible. Not a terrible price on stuff. I mean, they come with the promos. They come with the sleeves. You get the packs of cards. It's a cool setup. You get the giant coins that come with it and the dice and all that. So, I mean, they're going for about that. Oh. Yeah, you guys have been getting some weird stuff. I know in Japan they really didn't sell these sets either. They were selling something different for their premium collections. And their premium collection, like, they don't really do a whole lot of ETBs and stuff like that in Japan. They do a premium collection. The premium collection for Shiny Star V was the VMAX Crobat. You get the shiny VMAX Crobat, eight or so packs of cards, and a few trainer cards, which, you know, and I've said a few times in streams and videos and stuff, outside of, like, the US and Europe, it's not so much a collecting game, it's a playing game. Ah, okay. What, that's like $80 US? That's insane because they're going for like $49.99 here. And they only went for like $20 when they were sold retail. So, yeah, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. So, like, just in general, like, the overall value of cards are going down. So, just know that there's an end in sight to this bubble. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Um, Unfortunately, people have bought up a lot of stocks in everything that has to do with Pokemon cards during the bubble that they're never going to really see a return on. So I'm just kind of waiting for everybody to realize the bubble's burst. And then I'm going to swoop in. I'm going to pick up a whole bunch of junk. That's my goal. And my plan is to go for a lot of the base set PSA graded Charizards. 100%. I'm going to go Charizard crazy. I mean, just alone, like, Shining Fates came out, right? That VMAX shiny Charizard was going for $1,600. Okay? Ready? $295. That's where it dropped to, from $1,600 upon the first week of release, down to $295. I mean, 300. This one, PSA 10, went for $1,000. That person pulled that Charizard. Yes, it was $1,600 for a PSA 10. And what they did was they did the turnaround service that had like a day for like $300 per card, $400 per card, and they submitted it, they grade it, do everything in a day, and ship it right back. So that's how people were able to do it. So, like, this one went for $14,000, which that one I feel like is altered because I don't foresee a Black Label Beckett going for more than a PSA 10. There's been a lot of interest, though, in Beckett because PSA shut down. So everybody's going over to BGS. But $14,000 is crazy. I wouldn't, even the Black Label PSA, the Black Label BGS, I never really have seen them outshine PSA. That number seems a bit altered. I sure as heck wouldn't pay it. I mean, this one's at $7,000. I mean, that's still, to me, I don't know. Black Label does go for a lot, but I mean, that seems excessive. So here's well, this one's just a 10. It's not a black label. It went for about $1,200. I mean, I'm pretty certain they can. And that would be the same thing with PSA and everything else. It would be, it is what it is kind of deal, unfortunately. It is what it is. I mean, that's where you kind of get a lot of the nonsense, a lot of price gouging and things like that, and the altering of the markets and whatever. I mean, I don't see it. It's not worth $14,000 to me because next week it's going to be worth less than that. Look at this. $295 is the average amount. $220. Okay, so that card we saw was the highest valued one. $14,000 right there. The highest valued one. The estimated market value is $295.75. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you get CGCs and stuff like that. I mean, those two cards were kind of out of the ordinary. Still only seeing everything in like the $1,000 range. I do know that it's hard to get a black label card, which hurts because if you get a PSA 9, chances are they're selling better than the regular BGS non-black label. So, I mean, it's kind of a toss-up to take that risk with Beckett. But, I mean, for the most part, you can generally get a pretty good grade. Like a 9.5 at BGS would go for $750. And, I mean, the PSA 10. It's just, it's a weird sort of scenario. So, I mean, who knows? I'm seeing the steady decline in what these cards are actually worth. So, it's kind of looking like the end is in sight. Because once the individual card prices go down, people are going to see that they're not making as much money on the cards, which then in turn people are going to not be buying the cards as much. Which means that the stock returns to normal and I can get whatever I want whenever I want very quickly. But until that time, like I said, it's going to probably be around Chilling Reign. I think Chilling Reign's going to be... It's got a lot of big cards to it, but I think it's going to still fall about as flat as Battle Styles did. To be honest. So, I mean, that's just my 2 cents on the whole thing. I mean, definitely kind of where I'm at with everything. But I don't know. I mean, it could be another bubble coming up. There may not. I'm starting to see people find interest in other things. Now, that's the other thing. Digimon, TCG. Oh, not Digivice. Digimon cards. There has been an overwhelming interest in these things. Okay? Especially the English versions. They are going for extraordinary amounts of money. So like Omnimon, $300. Okay. It's crazy. It's crazy. The booster boxes for these sets are going for well over $200 a box. I mean, you're finding cards that are easily outpricing Pokemon cards. Easily. Like, look at this. The Beelzemon alternative art. Now, this one's the English set. It's going for that. We pulled that card. At least in the Japanese set. $73 right now. I've got this card. $45 right now. We've got this one. $52. It's crazy. We pulled this card. This is the old set here. Oh, no, this is the alternative art. Never mind. So Metal Greymon has an alternative art that was it was set up similar to the old cards, and that's going for $46. I mean, alternative art, Shine Greymon, $65. Gallantmon, $37. $90 for Diaboromon. Crazy. And I mean, a lot of these cards we pulled. We pulled this Millenniummon. $35. This Caramon, we have it. I think... I don't know if we got this War Greymon. But, like, look at this. That's crazy. We pulled a lot of these cards. So, that's another area of interest that I've had, is Digimon cards. So the booster boxes. Look at that. Look at that. English. BT, the version 1. $230 a box. 1.5. $170 a box. That's crazy. It's crazy to me. Hence why you guys see me open a lot of the Japanese ones, is because they're expensive. They're expensive. I mean, I don't have the money to drop, $400+ on 2 booster boxes because I always have to buy 2. I'm crazy like that. I have to buy 2. And the reason is I buy one, I put it away, I open the other one. So everything that I've opened on the channel, I have a spare of. But I mean, these are insane prices. Absolute insane prices. So I would suggest keeping your eyes open for them. I really would. I really, really would. If you can get your hands on them, get your hands on them. It's a very good idea. If you can get a decent price on them, well, it is 100% worth it. Because they are continuing these sets. This has also made a resurgence due to the anime. The new reboot of the anime is what caused this to kind of skyrocket the way that it has. So that's something to take into consideration. So my focus though is a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh boxes. I could pick up the Yu-Gi-Oh boxes for a fair amount of money. I mean, Blazing Vortex, it's like a $70 box. You get 30 packs. I mean, oh, this is the other one, Maximum Gold. This came out in 2020, so that is very similar to Ghosts from the Past. Rage of Ra should not be going for $120. Blazing Vortex was right around 60. Rise of the Duelists should be going for a lot more money than that. Toon Chaos is right around the 125. I want to pick up this box, or a box of this. I love the Toon cards. They're just so cool. Like, look at that. Little Toon Buster Blader. That is really cool. But they can get very, very, very pricey, just so you guys know. So here's the Korean version. It's way more money than it should be. Vintage? I would say vintage cards would be... Let's see. I would say a card that's about 20 years old. I would call vintage. I would not say black and white is vintage. Absolutely not. So 20 years ago. So here's black and white series. The last one being released 8 years ago. This is 10 years ago with Call of the Legends. If you could find these, I'm going to put that out there. If anybody's got Call of the Legends, hit me up. I'll buy them off you. Hit me up. I will buy them. I want to open that set very badly. I would say... I wouldn't even say EX is vintage. I would say from the E cards, so Expedition, Skyridge, Aquapolis, Legendary, down through the Neo series. Yeah, it's a crazy amount of money. But I would say, base set from 1999 up to the Skyridge would be vintage, in my opinion. Right around 20 years old. Yes. Definitely right around 20 years old is the mark, I would say, for vintage. Anything less than that, I wouldn't consider it a vintage card, just because it's not old enough. And if you think of like vintage in the way of like sports cards, people start considering vintage cards from like the 90s and earlier. Like early 90s, like late 80s and back are considered more along the lines of vintage cards. Oh, and everybody remembers these, right? The 25th anniversary Pokemon cards that came out with McDonald's, right? Everybody knows those. Well, guess what? That one's about $35. That's the Pikachu. Everything else, a couple bucks. Here's another one, Charmander. About $8.50. I always base it off the original starters. Bulbasaur is worth about $7. And then we got Squirtle here. He's worth about $9. So, I mean, everybody else, you look at Sobble, about $5. The Wonderful Sun and Moon ones, $4.50. Yeah, it's all about character, which set they're from, popularity. So, a lot of people didn't like say, the Sun and Moon franchise. So, Litten's $4. Rowlet, less than $4. Nobody really thoroughly enjoyed Chikorita as a starter. So $3, and it's kind of where it goes. Oh, they should be long gone. These were released months ago. I don't think they'll have any more anytime or well for till next year. Let's put it that way. Next year they'll have more. But that's the soonest you'll see Pokemon cards in anything. Will be next year. So, I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh is a good thing to pass the time. You look into open cards, go with Yu-Gi-Oh. You can get the boxes of cards for relatively cheap. They are relatively cheap. However, I will say, I think you're right. I think it is because of the laws over there. Legend of the Blue Eyes booster box. Ready? Okay. 24 packs of it for $360. And I believe those are probably the reprints. So this set got reprinted. No? 24 packs, $450. $420 for 24 Blue Eyes and Invasion of Chaos. Let's see. First edition. This one's at $1,000 right now, but there's the one I was looking for. This is Japanese. This is a first edition booster box. They're going for about $25,000 for the first edition booster box, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Even paying this for the Korean version is too much. I don't pay that much. I didn't spend that much on a booster box from Korea. First edition, $30,000. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. But this is the first set. Well, not the first set, but this is the most iconic Yu-Gi-Oh set. It's where you get like the Blue Eyes White Dragon that's worth a lot. So I mean, $255, $239. I mean, the boxes themselves were like $30, $40 originally for the first edition. So yeah, I mean, these are the unlimited. Crazy. Crazy. So the first edition right there at an 8.5 is $4,000. So just to kind of put that in perspective. PSA 8, $37.50. This one they're asking $15,000 for. So, Blue Eyes White Dragon. The Charizard of the Yu-Gi-Oh world. So I mean, yeah, this is kind of just, I don't know, craziness going on with the TCG market, what the cost of card packs are going for as opposed to the singles. They're not matching up, which is going to drive the cost and the price of the card packs themselves down. So this website, this is where I base any and all values off of. They're the most consistent. I can base them off the eBay prices, But the thing is I can list as something on eBay for any amount of money that I want. I want to put a Weedle from the new Chilling Reign set on eBay for $10,000. I can. Who's going to stop me? Know what I mean? So yeah. So this is kind of where they're at. They do have their own YouTube page, so go ahead and check them out. They talk about a number of different things. Selling guides on eBay and a number of things. How to spot fake Pokemon cards. This website has it all. So you got to look for all of that stuff. Hello, Chris. How are you? We're just chatting. You could do what I do to test to see if they're fake. Rip the card in half. In hindsight, some of those cards should have never been ripped in half. I've ripped my fair share of legitimate cards. Not my proudest moment. I do. I stream from about 2 to 4 on YouTube. Been trying to stream earlier as well, and then I jump over to Twitch at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Dual links over there. I'm going to rip some Yu-Gi-Oh! Packs as well. So I'm kind of going to do it in tandem. So I do sell on eBay from time to time. It basically just kind of gets my my revenue back for a number of the booster boxes I buy and stuff. So it's a way to keep content coming, because if I continue to do like these sort of podcasty kind of videos and streams and stuff, I don't think that they're going to be very successful. However, I am going to be reaching out to a couple of the vendors that I have, that I work with, the websites and stuff like that. I'm going to see if I can't try and get somebody to come in and talk during a live stream about the market and stuff like that as well. So somebody that actually, professionally sells large quantities of Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sports cards and stuff like that, to kind of come in and talk about what their thoughts and feelings are on the market and how the market is going. So I'm going to be doing that very, very soon. I've reached out to a couple of local card places, the ones that are still actually open, and I'm just waiting on hearing back from them. So that ought to be a fun little thing to look forward to in the future. I do have a big announcement. A ginormous announcement. I'm actually looking for a versus Soul Link Cage Lock partner. So if you're watching the video and you're an adult, I do have that stipulation. You got to be an adult. You got to be 18 years old. And you make YouTube videos and want to do Cage Locks, Soul Link, that sort of stuff, please hit me up. I'm in the market for a partner. I got a couple of really cool ideas for it that I think would be really cool. Yeah, like versus Cage Locks, Soul Links, like the randomizers, the Nuzlocks. Where you play against another individual in a Pokemon game, and you try and win. So essentially, like a Soul Link would be something along the lines of, two players. It's kind of like a race. So 2 players start a game. So say, let's take red and blue. So I play red, the other person plays blue. We pick our starters. The starters can't be the same type, and they can't be the same gender and those sort of things. And then they link together, and you can't use that same type out of your team, in your team. So you can't catch a Pokemon unless it works as a team. And if, say, I'm battling with my Charmander and the partner's got Squirtle, my Charmander dies, they lose their Squirtle. That's what I know it by, is like cage locks and soul links and things like that, versus where you kind of race to see who can complete the game while running a Nuzlocke or whatever the case may be. But I am looking for a partner. I think that'll be fun. I've got a really interesting idea for one, and I think it's going to be something new, fresh, and something the YouTube community has not seen before. So I'm excited about that. If anything, I'll contact somebody in the Pokemon groups and stuff that I am currently part of, and yeah, I can always do it that way. Soul Link Radical Red. That would be insanity. I don't know very many people that are that crazy. I've seen them done with Insurgents and a number of other games, Red, Blue, and the regular Pokemon franchise games. So I'm excited about it. I think that would be a fun idea. So I'm kind of throwing the vibe out there. Why not? Right? Right. Could be fun. Let's see. All right. I've never actually looked into that one, Chris. The Emerald Kaizo. I'm gonna have to look into it. I've never actually heard of that one. So I guess tell me what you guys' thoughts are on like Chilling Reign and stuff like that. Yay or nay? Are you excited about it? Are you not excited about it? It's, to me, it looks like a decent set. I think that there's going to be some big hits, the birds, Celebi, but I think the rest of the set is essentially just going to fall flat. I really do. And Clara and Karen here are going to be kind of chase cards as well. Kind of very similar to, like, I don't know, Skyla and Phoebe, which was, I mean, are we sensing a trend here? I am. Really. If I'm able to get a decent price on a pre-order, I'm going to order a case of it, to be honest. But I'm not certain. It's gonna be what they're gonna ask for it and stuff like that. The Battle Styles cases were just way too far out of budget at going at like $1,000 a case, which was no. I mean, in total, we've opened on the channel 3 booster boxes and of Battle Styles, and a crap ton more of Single Strike Rapid Strike Japanese booster boxes, and yet to pull the Tyranitar. So that's got to say something right there. I mean, I'm probably 200 plus booster packs in, and still no T-Tar. Some really decent cards, though. Don't get me wrong, but no Tyranitar yet. But we shall see. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. $250 just right off the bat. Whew! I mean, they're 143 off of the Pokemon Center if you can get them off them. A lot of times you can't. They sell out really quickly. And when you can find stuff on the Pokemon Center, chances are you're not going to be able to check it out, and then they're going to block you because they suck. I am salty dog. Not even going to lie. Oh, nice. I like when weak Pokemon get buffed and become overpowered. Like I said, my meta, Beedrill. Meta. I can't escape Beedrill. For some reason, I can't escape him. Doesn't matter what I'm playing, I get stuck with Beedrills. So who knows? Even Mega Beedrill is even just as bad. He's terrible. I don't know. I feel like Chilling Reign is gonna be. It's gonna be good, but there's a lot of cards. There's a lot of cards. I mean, what are we at? 242 in the set. 242 cards in the Chilling Reign set. Which means the likelihood of pulling any number of the decent cards is going to be just as bad as Tyranitar. I mean, even the VMAX shiny Charizard had better pull rates. They were what, 1 in 250 or something like that? I mean, that wasn't a small card set either. One 267, exactly. So, I mean, Tyranitar's a 1 in 800 and something. 804, 806. Somewhere around there. That is insanity. And I think that that's what a lot of people have really found out is that the resale and the ability to resell is not going to be there because you're going to spend $1,000 on a case of booster boxes and wind up with no Tyranitar. Because there's not even 800 packs in a case. I don't know. How many is there? 36 times 6. Yeah, there's 216 packs of cards in a case. I mean, you'd have to buy 4 cases to, quote-unquote, be guaranteed to get one. And even still, they're not tracked or moderated in any sort of way, so you may get 4 Tyranitars in a case and then none in another. I'm looking forward to playing that game and losing a lot. A lot of times I lose those Nuzlocks and stuff because of pure just bad RNG luck. Just bad luck. This is going to be insane. I don't know. My hope is for the alternate art birds, Celebi, and I want the Metagross VMAX. Those are my go-tos. Oh, that's right. They got Cobalion in here. Like the Swords of Justice, I think, are in here too. Yep, there is. My RNG luck is just never there. But that's okay. Like Zarude. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of iffy. Volcanion V. That's not a bad one. A cool looking card, at least. Who knows? I probably will wind up rage quitting as well. And there's a bunch of V cards. So, I mean, you got like Tornadus. Oh, that's right. I wanted to see the Tornadus VMAX. What do you look like? All right. All right. That's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. You got like the Dracozolt VMAX. Look at that thing. That is goofy. That is a goofy looking thing right there. Oh, I don't know. But we shall see when it comes out in July. July. It's when it's supposed to be released. So, I don't know. We'll see. Where is it? Saw the VMAX. So there's the V. Shadow Rider. And then, where's the Ice Rider one? There's the other V. That's cool. That's actually kind of cool. And there's My Little Pony. They're going to get a V card as well. Yeah. So My Little Pony, Rainbow Dash right there. I swear they took the inspiration from My Little Pony. I swear. They had to have. There's no way. There's no way. But, I mean, so check it out. Tell me what you guys think. You know, where do you feel like you're at with the bubble and stuff? What do you think is your chase card? What are you going to go for? What do you feel like you want to buy and have in your possession? Mine's going to be, I'm going to be hunting them PSA returns from everybody. So check that one out in the future. But also Yu-Gi-Oh! Hopefully next week I'll do the Ghosts from the Past. That's going to be fun. Those should be coming in. Okay, I think I'm going to lose terribly if the Grass Gym badge has a Mega Venusaur. I'm so going to pass on that. That reminds me of Insurgents with what? The second gym had a Mega Beedrill. Forget that. But I'm going to wrap it up here. I need to take a little break. And then I'm going to jump on Twitch. And we're going to be doing Duel Links. So it is time to duel. But don't forget, like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Comment down below. All that good stuff. And then you guys are all Machampions. Each and every one of you. Thank you so much for coming out. Different sort of stream. Tell me if you guys like it. Tell me if you guys don't like it. I just rambled on for about 2 hours. That's okay. I'm gonna be grinding on Duel Links and ripping some packs. So you guys go out there and be Machampions. And I'm going to catch everybody in the next one. Bye.